guys, BOTI here, back with another episode of my TARDIS tutorial. You might realize it's nighttime, that's intentional. In today's video, I'll be making a feature that really is just a minor quality of life thing, so you might realize it's, well, obviously it's night. Whoops. But yeah, it's night, but if we look outside on this smaller on the outside view, it like the sky's just bright blue as if it's day. Basically it's just a small thing. I just wanted to make the sky change color when it turned to night. So, yeah. Anyway, the real star of the show is up here. So one thing I noticed is that daylight sensors, they don't work properly underground, from what I can tell. So I couldn't actually make this within the TARDIS itself, so, weather clear. Yeah, you can see I was testing out with some time quite a bit. Anyhow, so yeah, I basically put this outside, but like in a hill, so you couldn't really notice it too well when you're just wandering around out here. So, yeah, here's what I have so far. So you just crawl in here, and yeah, just put this outside, but somewhere where it's hidden. Daylight sensor, if you don't know, you can set it to detect night light when you just right-click and it turns kind of blue like this. And now it's detecting that it's night, and it'll send a redstone pulse, and I basically just went all the way to its limit, just so that it absolutely had to be night before it would actually start doing anything. So yeah, I made this little room. This feels so weird not actually having this be in the TARDIS, but I don't think I have a choice. So yeah, what we need to do is head inside, grab a command block, and I'm not going all the way down there, so I'll just enter the command, which for those of you who probably needed to know by now, is literally just /give username a command block, and there you go. And basically we're just going to use like a fill command, so here's what I'm going to do. Get rid of that pressure plate so that we can walk out here without having to step on that. And yeah, you can see this is what we have. You should know this. Yeah, it's very simple. We literally just use a fill command to fill all this in to our liking. This is very, very simple. Literally all we are going to do is just come to about here, this corner, do /fill, space, and then press tab 3 times, and that'll input those coordinates. And then you want to do the same thing in the opposite corner, which is going to be kind of difficult because we can't actually see that block, so this is in the way. Obviously it'll be different if you're at a different location, but just going to break that so you can get to like the very corner block, and press the / and then press your up arrow. It'll bring back that command, space, and then press tab 3 more times to enter the second set of coordinates. And so now it's going to fill from our original coordinate to this other one. And what do we want to fill it with? Well, I believe this is already filled with concrete, so let's just do black _ concrete for consistency. And we can even do Control A and Control C to copy that. And, I mean, there we go. Now that whole wall is black, which was what we wanted to do. And yeah, basically, you just do that same thing for all 3 of these walls, and maybe the roof, depending on if we wanted those sea lanterns to go away. Probably not, but anyhow, let's go back outside real quick before we do anything else. Head back to this, and just put a command block down. And see, since it's already getting to be day, this signal isn't going all the way. So if we just did like time set midnight, this should be absolutely perfect. There, it should be going to this command block now. Let's just do, say, hi for testing. Yes, and it's saying hi a lot. Maybe I'll just make this a little smaller so it doesn't have to be midnight before that comes on. But basically what we want it to do is always active, repeat, and basically just now we just do Control V and it'll paste that command into there, and there we go. So now whenever it's night, it will fill that up with black concrete. And let's look at all the different concretes, because I forgot what I used originally. Light blue concrete, okay. So basically, all we want to do is just set up the torch to invert the signal. And then on the other side, it's literally just the same thing pretty much. But, I'll just show you. It's basically do the exact same thing when it inverts, but changing it back to light_blue concretes. So, yeah, that's just one of the 4 walls, but let's see how that looks. Let's try it now. So, time set noon, time set midnight, and then try to go back to noon. If it doesn't go to blue, oh yes, it went to blue, so it's working. I was thinking maybe if it wasn't working, maybe the chunks just weren't loaded or something. That is so cool. Okay, so now literally all we have to do is just copy that exact same system for these other walls. So I need to get to the absolute bottom edge, which will be here. So just do the same thing, /fill, put in your coordinates, and then go to the opposite corner, enter the next 3, and then we just write black_concretes. Control A, Control C. There we go. That is working. So very simply, we just go back up here and we basically place a second command block right here, which appears to have the exact same command as the other one. That's a problem, so we just need to fill in the correct command by doing Control A and Control C, or no, Control V, sorry. So yeah, that should be filling in with black concrete. And let's just add in this just to make certain that the signal goes to both of those. And now basically all we need to do is do the exact same thing, but inverting it back to light blue. So come over here and just do that, and we can go ahead and just add these just in case. And now we literally just do the exact same thing for the third wall. /fill, too many L's, tab, 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 just press enter, and then go up here, tab, 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 and then black_concrete, Control A, Control C, enter. There we go, so that is able to change now. And let's just go up here, and I'll do 2 things actually when I come here. So first off, let's just enter in that command. So this should be, yeah, when it's changing it to black concrete. And then basically do the exact same thing here, but changing it back to light_blue concrete. And let's see, all 3 of these should be on needs redstone. Yes, and same here. Ah, this one's on always active. That's our problem. So make sure they're all on needs redstone. So yeah, that should be our problem. We don't need to load any chunks or anything, so if we go out here now, this should work perfectly. So just change the time, and I could just use the TARDIS to change the time. Obviously this is technically a bit quicker. So let's change it to noon. All 3 of these should turn on, and then if we change it to midnight, there we go, all 3 of them change to night. And let's see if that actually looks good while we are within the TARDIS. Yeah, it looks like night, but like it's too bright, I guess. So maybe we should do something about those sea lanterns. I don't know, that's probably up to you whether you want to get rid of the sea lanterns or not. So maybe I won't do it for this episode, and just leave that up to you, but it's basically the exact same thing. Just /fill in all or most of these sea lanterns with something else if you really want to, probably just more black concrete. If you wanted it to like get darker at night in here, but it doesn't bother me that much, and I don't want to get rid of the sea lanterns, so I'll just leave it as is. Yeah. I'm just going to show you that real quick. This has basically just been how to make the smaller on the outside effect look a little nicer with kind of a nighttime and daytime effect. Let's see that in action. Boom, it's daytime. That is so cool. I like that a lot. Yeah. That's really it for this episode. Probably end out here. Again, really simple feature, just a quality of life thing, really. Really not a requirement at all. But if I were to do this, boom, it is now nighttime, and it is now daytime. So, yeah. This has been TBO2. Be sure to subscribe, to follow my Instagram, TBO2YT, to follow my Twitter, also TBO2YT, to join my Discord, and finally, to have a nice day. Goodbye.